Alright guys, we got another product for you this week on the Jeep Gladiator, and this one is from a company by the name of Moose Knuckle. If you've never heard of this company before, check it out. They've got some pretty cool stuff. You can see that I've got a couple boxes here. I told you I had a couple products from the Moose Knuckle company, and I gotta say I was really impressed. Normally I don't show the unboxing of stuff, but I was really impressed with the presentation of it. But this particular product goes in your receiver and holds the a shackle, and it's called their Mohawk. And it, like I said, it's from a company called Moose Knuckle. And I know here in a second you're gonna laugh your butt off, because you know, I know what you're thinking. It looks like a set of nuts. Well, that's exactly what it is. We've all seen the truck nuts on the back of vehicles going down the road. Well, Moose Knuckle is found something that's funny, but it's also handy as well. They've got a shackle design that looks like a set of nuts, but it's pretty useful too. It cracks me up when I see this thing, and I thought it was kind of a joke at first, but let's say you're tightening up a recovery rope or something and you're pulling it, it's gonna get real tight with just a regular shackle that's rounded off on the bottom. But with this Moose Knuckle, you can have like a rope on each side, and that keeps it from tightening up so much. And then it's funny too, you know, and so you're kind of getting a 2 for 1. And so this is their Mohawk, and this is their Moose Knuckle recovery shackle. And you can see they've got some pretty cool stickers there too. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and hook it up on the back of the Jeep Gladiator here. I went and got a receiver lock. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started putting it together and everything. But I wanted to show you, it's got several different holes drilled into it, where, you know, if you want it further sticking out, or if you want it to stick closer in to the bumper. So they tried to accommodate you. And if you want it vertical, or if you want it horizontal, then you can mount it that way as well. So it's really up to you. They've tried to accommodate you in both ways. And depending on if you already have a shackle and don't want the Moose Knuckle shackle, you don't have to use it. If your shackle's a little loose, then you can just put that in there and it takes up some of the slack. You know, we're gonna mount ours like this, and so I'm gonna go ahead and just put the pin on there. And I would suggest tightening it down pretty good, because you don't want nobody to be able to just walk up and steal it, and then you're out, you know, all your money that you paid for the shackle. And I would definitely suggest putting a lock-in pin in here, like, again, so nobody can just come up and steal that. All right guys, so went ahead and stuck the Moose Knuckle there in the receiver, and I gotta say the red there on that Moose Knuckle really matches the color on these hooks really well. So aesthetically, I think it looks great. Then if you come a little closer, you can see that right here says that it's got like a 10,000 pound rating on that piece. And right here on the side, I told you it had a couple of different holes put into the receiver part, and for some reason it'll only go in this back hole on the Gladiator. It won't, you wouldn't want to put it in this one anyways, because it fits too far in. But right about right there is where it's gonna have the pin to be able to push in, so you wouldn't be able to go any further. Now if you take and wanted to put it on there like this, then you can still use it on the Gladiator. It'll be fine. So if you want to run it like this, you can. We're going to choose to run it like I just showed you. Now, if you don't want to put it on a Jeep Gladiator, I think it would look good on my GM truck. And you can see that I've got can put the Moose Knuckle on there, and it goes really good with the red. It looks pretty sharp with all the trim on the Rubicon, and the red paint on my truck. It seems to match pretty good. So I gotta say, I really like the way that it looks. I think anybody that gets behind us is gonna be in for a good laugh when they notice exactly what that looks like. And you know, I know, like I said, I've laughed my butt off every time I see a set of truck nuts hanging down the bottom of a vehicle. Now I'll go ahead and tell you, we're not gonna be, you know, out four-wheeling every weekend. We might ride some trails and, you know, do some exploring. This thing's pretty much a mall crawler, but anyways, like I said, I think it looks good, and if you wanted to use it for recovery, then it's very well capable. Now, I also wanted to show you the like the little manual that it comes with. It tells you how to use it, not to use it. It says not to use it, like if you put like a 2-inch wide recovery strap in there, it says not to use it like that, because that point right here would probably, you know, hurt that strap and make it weaker. Now, what the shackle is used for is, let's say you've got a couple of tree saver straps. You can hook one on each side, you know, because they're not very wide. And then if you want to hook them like that, you can. And then if you've got some rope that you want to hook around there, you can hook it like that. And then even double hooks if you're using chain, or if you just want to use chain links and stick in there, you can double them up and just use a single hook or just one strap. So, you know, it is very useful for recovery. Again, there's the prohibited usage, so you don't damage your straps. But anyways, appreciate you guys watching, and check out Moose Knuckle. I think it looks pretty good. All right, have a good one.